Chamberlain cartoon that was created before the accident that many suggest predicted the event. What does the symbology represent? The etymology of helicopter comes from the Greek helico, from helix, spiral, and from pter or pteron, wing. And what else is a helix, a spiral helix, but the double helix DNA that looks like a spiral staircase, the outsides of the molecule, the railings of the staircase, like Jacob's ladder, like, right? Christ said, "Let both your eyes be single. If thine eye is dark, how great is thy darkness?" They look like wings. And if we look at the Chi Rho, the Christogram, the Greek, the Chi, the X that means fish, and the Rho that has no meaning in Greek, but in the Phoenician it was the head. And both are Phoenician, right? The Phoenicians, the Canaanites, Nimrod, Babylon, worship. Um, and so the fish god Dagon, right? Nimrod, Lucifer, and the Rho means is symbolic of Ra, the moving sun god. So the sun god moving. So it's not a coincidence that they have popularized the expression helicopter parent, right? Because the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, and the king of Tyrus, they were men, right? Who were as God moving. God said, "Cut off the name and the bow of Babylon." So the bow, symbolic of the genealogy or the seed. And again, the helix looks like a wing. Lucifer, the anointed cherub that covereth, he spreads his wings, right? So the serpent seed is the bow, his seed, right? The eyes. And Nimrod, the double winged sun god, because the sun appears to have wings under certain conditions. And so, you see the bow here and the wing, right? So it's the seed. So the staff of Caduceus, right? The king's scepter, his seed, his power, his authority inside the double helix, creating the serpent DNA, the triple helix, the 69 man of sin. I think Alma means love, right? The serpent seed. And you see it being pulled apart, it makes wings, right? Destruction. The X, the cross of the crucifixion. So there's helicopter glyphs or hieroglyphs at the Temple of Set. They look like a helicopter and a tank and a sub. And uh, what they actually were the seal or the symbol of Set, and then overlaid when Ramses. So the two together created the image, and their image, their seal, their seed, right? The bow create, so the seed ends up creating the helicopter. And the temple of Set, this is what it looks like, before the overlay, before the corruption. And the temple of Set is in Abydos, which is an acropolis in Egypt, right? The city of the dead, their tombs. And the Lord Jesus Christus said, those that don't receive life, the word of God, they're keepers of the tombs, right? They build them and keep them. So the necropolis, and Abydos is connected to Abaddon, and which is Apollyon, which is poly made to destroy in Revelation 9:11, right? And Abydos from the Arabic Abadus, right? Linked to abuses, to go into the abyss, right? The Egyptian underworld. The 3,000-year-old hieroglyphs, right? 3, Christ went into the belly of the earth 3 days and 3 nights, and then comes the end, sign of Jonah, the end of the world, judgment, destruction. God will make them as dragonflies. So, this corruption of different things looks like a helicopter, but probably a dragonfly. And the helicopter hieroglyphs, the helicopter, the tank, the sub, they're over the lintel or the mantle, because the word archon, arch, it means a prince or a ruler or a magistrate, right? The arch of Baal, right? So, their king, and without the blood of Christ on the lintel for the forgiveness of sin. There are many airplanes and helicopters with the name Nimrod, because Nimrod, Lucifer, and the word Heliaca, so helico, Helios, they mean the sun or of the sun. Helio, sun rays, and the word Helikia, it's identifies 2244, and it occurs 8 times. So 4 and 4 is 8, 8822, trumps 8822, right? And it means the age, right? The age, the end age of Nimrod, right? Lucifer, Satan has the power of the air. So Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, right? That was his self-chosen nickname. 24 symbolizes the Antichrist kingdom, right? 2 and 4, 4 and 2, they have power 40 months both, in other ways. So the word for virus is snake venom, liquid poison, also linked to semen or discharge from a sore, right? God will pour out the sores. And so the virus, the snake poison, the semen, when it goes into the helix, right, with the wing, brings destruction, right? Apollo, right? Nimrod, Helios, the god of destruction. And so going back to the Chamberlain cartoon, a Chamberlain is an appointed official over a royal's house. So, being appointed over your house, your temple. And when the helicopter accident happens, Kobe's holding the two championship trophies, the pillars, because the 2 pillars on Solomon's porch, his throne of judgment, Kobe, right? Symbolic of the Mamba in the middle, the 3, the triple helix that brings judgment, destruction. And, the time of the accident, you can see that it's the end times, right? The damaged house, this truck shooting fire. They're all wearing, prepared for violence. The liquor bottles, I've seen it translated, the word Sheba, Saba, for 7 and for judgment, right? As a variation of liqueur. 7 times will pass over, the 7 bowls of wrath. When the helicopter lands, this character says, "O-S-H-T, it's Kobe Bryant," because the Babylon kingdom, those born in Babylon will be like poop on the face of the earth. Out come Kobe's 5 rings, which I believe can symbolize grace. And one of the characters, he picks up 3 of the rings, which could be, separating Kobe or, the event from the Trinity, or, multiple symbolism. So, the destruction leads to fire, right? And destruction. Anyway, thank you for watching.